Gordon Strachan said that he would experiment, and he is experimenting. 7 changes to the 11 that started against Dunfermline on Saturday. The likes of Ryden that you've just seen there, Beattie, Zurawski looking to make a mark, a return for Bolde at the back, and watch out for youngsters Snow and O'Day. What are your thoughts on this lineup, Brian?
Well, many changes, but you always expect a certain quality from Celtic players. It'll be interesting to see the young players given the opportunity, how they take them, and Gordon Strachan, he'll expect them to win.
We're just wondering whether Beattie and Zurawski will alternate as the evening progresses. Here's the St Mirren 11 for you, still without John Paul Potter, Brian McGinty and Alex Burke. John Sutton has been dropped to the bench. It means that Billy Mehmet, who scored twice in the last round, will lead the attack.
Well, it's always a big game when any team come to play, either Celtic or Rangers, and of course in a cup game, Gus McPherson will expect his team to do well. They'll be well organised. It'll be a big fixture for them.
Celtic will get us underway after we've concluded the preliminaries. The referee, we just had a quick glimmer there, is Kenny Clark. Immediately Telfer launching one downfield. St Mirren have played here already this season, were beaten by 2 goals to 0 back in August. That was when Petrov was still at Celtic. He was on the score sheet that afternoon. Interested to see the gate tonight, because at this stage of the competition last year Celtic drew around about 19,000 here. Capacity now in excess of 60. We'll certainly pack the Raptors over the next week or so, with Rangers here on Saturday and then Copenhagen here next Tuesday. 2 games you'll be able to watch with us here on Setanta Sports. Snow was challenging. They're trying to do likewise now. Keane held it up well. By Reed, but was just tricked there. Jarosic with the challenge, the Czech Republic international.
Well, it's actually quite a bright start from St Mirren. They've got the ball down, they've passed, they've played. They've really come to Celtic Park, and they're going to see what they can do.
Ryden just dumping it long. His profound touch. By Van Zanten. Keane looking to get the better of Balde. This looks to me, Brian, as though Stephen Pearson is playing in the heart of the midfield, with Jarosic certainly starting out on this right-hand side.
Well, we thought they were going to play with a diamond in the middle of the park, but it looks as if they're playing with a 4 across the middle, trying to stretch St Mirren. But what I like about St Mirren is the way they've come at the game. It's playing without fear, and I think when you come to the big clubs, that has to be the attitude.
Jarosic wanted the free kick, and it's duly given to him. He feels aggrieved. One of the many summer arrivals at Celtic Park. Beattie with his arm up, wanting a piece of the action. His first start in nearly a year in the green and white hoops. There's Snow, the 19-year-old. Ryden. There's the chip ball in.
Well, it's actually good play from Celtic. In the middle of the park, they're picking up the bits, getting the ball wide, trying to put the service in. And for St Mirren, they just defended, played against the centre forward, didn't allow him to jump, and the ball went harmlessly out of play. Good defending.
Bryden will be desperate to make an impression. He's had to be extremely patient. Just a couple of substitute appearances up until this period, after having such success with Hibernian in recent years. There's O'Day, searching ball. Snow getting a foot in. And now Jarosic. Lappin for St Mirren. Here's Reid. Three across to stop him. Celtic success in this competition last year. Their first success in it for the best part of 5 years. 13th time they've won it. And the first of the trophies that Gordon Strachan won in his first year in charge here. Here's Reid. Not much to aim for in the middle at the moment. He's one of the free kick. Again, it's an untidy challenge by Jarosic.
Well, he's a good player. He can play right across the middle. He plays with high energy. And I always feel he's very strong when he's making those runs into the box. On that occasion, he was back defending. Not so clever.
Another bit of glory, possibly, for the likes of Kirk, Broadfoot and Ian Maxwell. Ball boy. Third by Paul Telfer.
Well, Telfer's defended it very well. He has just kept his eye on the ball, protected the space in front of the forward players and saw the ball away, but still a little bit more defending for Celtic to do.
First corner of the night goes the visitors' way. It's gone deep, unmarked as well. Celtic struggling to clear. Eventually it's Boldo that manages to knock it behind.
Well, you're going to have to say it was a good corner kick in, played deep into the far post. The marking was simply dreadful, and they've got lucky, Celtic.
Same kind of delivery. This time O'Day manages to get the touch. Three corners in quick succession. This will be breeding confidence in the St Mirren Hearts.
Well, as you see, Celtic they defend zonally, and that's all right as long as everybody fills the space.
Sleeping again from the corner. This time St Mirren able to take a quick one. Bryden's kept it in, but Van Zanten picking up the loose ball. Straight forward for Artur Boric. Throw out for Evander Snow. He was given his Christian name in reverence to the great Evander Holyfield. Telfer. Good play by Zarowski. And not a bad ball in either.
Zarowski did brilliantly there. Lovely running off the ball. When the ball came into him, there was a challenge, there was physical presence. He kept his balance, looked up. Terrific early service. Good play.
Played in all three of Poland's World Cup ties in the summer. Goes the corner. First to the loose ball is Snow. 2 to beat. He's not given up easily, has he? I think getting there ahead of Pearson, but it's a poor ball away from him. Reid for St Mirren. Nice touch. Getting it back from Jarowski. Cross has gone deep.
Well, you've got to say that's better from Celtic. It's taken them 8 minutes, but they look as if they're warming the game. Better pass and more composure.
St Mirren have made a useful start to life back in the SPL. Promoted as champions last season. Wins in their opening 7 games, 3 defeats, but a 1-0 win away at Hearts. Really, a lot of people sit up and take notice. They've done what you need to when you get promoted. That's make a steady start and get some victories under your belt. Otherwise, it can be a very, very steep curve. Keno running it.
I spoke about St Mirren starting in the league, and they've made that kind of a steady start tonight. They've come out, they've kept good shape, they've made life quite difficult for Celtic, and from set pieces, as we have seen, they're a handful.
McManus. Strong header away by Bolde. Some talk that Gordon Strachan might be sent from the dugout today as part of a further disciplinary hearing, but he was found not guilty earlier today, and that's why he's down there in the technical area where we're accustomed to seeing him down the years issuing his instructions to his players. Broadfoot. Snow. And by Pearson. Pearson's gone for the return ball and he's got it. And not a bad ball back in as well. It was cut back perfectly into the stride of Beattie. Struck it first time.
Well, it's simply a fantastic move. It's quick, it's precise. The early service in. Beattie comes in, meets it very well. Hit it with power. And maybe just caught it too well. Comfortable for keeper Bullock.
Celtic just beginning to find their stride now. Telfer. Leeds struggling. Day, confident enough to push forward. That's why getting the chest in the way. One or two of the Celtic fans felt it may have just brushed the arm. Can't have that one on the ball.
Yeah, there's a good tempo from Celtic tonight. They're passing the ball well, but not only that, when they lose it, they're working hard to get goal side and try and nick it back.
O'Day, the youngster. B. Naylor, the regular left back. Telfer. Jarowski couldn't quite take that down in his stride. Bullock confident enough to have the ball at his feet. art of goalkeeping these days. Murray almost lost it. Millen. Keane on the shoulder of Balde. There's an awful bounce just set up for him.
That's good defending from the centre-back. Very calm, very composed. Had a little look up, saw Telfer on and just played the ball safely out.
Balde just back from injury to his pelvis that's kept him out of first team action up until now.
Well, almost 15 minutes played. The problem for St Mirren is they're basically not keeping the ball when they get it. Now that's down to Celtic working hard to get the ball back, but for St Mirren to work their way back into the game, when they get the ball they've got to pass it better. Well, that was a chest control. I think that was good refereeing, and really St Mirren have got to pass the ball better, more options when they have one player on the ball.
Reed. Jarosic winning it back. Here's Snow. O'Day. Ryden. Keane. Strong challenge by O'Day.
That's great play. All over the park, they're very competitive. O'Day, the left back there, winning the ball in the middle of the park, and that can only be good for Celtic when they get the ball.
Playing his favoured position tonight, just tucked in the middle there. Can play left hand side of midfield or even at left back, but asking where he'd rather play, and it's there. Directing operations from the middle, which of course is a possibility tonight in the absence of Neil Lennon, taking a break ahead of Saturday's interesting fixture against the old enemy.
Well, Gordon Strachan we're looking at there, and he has made changes tonight to have a look at some of the younger players, freshen up, and of course with the game at the weekend in mind. But there's always one or two players you keep in your side for stability. The keeper is kept in basically because he's strong and a very good goalkeeper, and Balde because he has that presence and he defends so well.
So far, so good for St Mirren. The longer they can keep Celtic out, they'll feel the more frustrated the home side will become. And then they'll look to pounce. Jarosic. Won't get the free kick. St Mirren have the ball. Keane chasing. It was a blind ball back to his goalkeeper by McManus, and Porridge almost fell on the ball.
Well, he's smiling, and they've got off a little bit light there. I think the dominating voice has to come from the goalkeeper, and it was a starting position for me. I think he's only 2 or 3 yards off the line. He needs to be a little bit further out. You know, we call it almost a keeper sweeper, and that's the way the game is developed for goalkeepers. They've got to be good on their feet and read the situation very, very well and early.
Murray. And Millen. For Bullock. Just that one save from Beattie so far for the St Mirren goalkeeper. Long by Broadfoot. Cleared by McManus. Now, can Celtic get hold of it here and look to profit? Pearson coming up to support the forwards. Away by Van Zanten. This is Lappin. Emerson Keane ahead of him, runs straight into Telfer. Snow picking up the pieces. No energy in the counter-attack. Somehow managed to squeeze it through to Telfer. Not a bad ball in! And it's a wonderful turnover from Beattie's header.
Well, this is a pass, a little bit fortunate, gets there. Telfer gets up that line. This is a fantastic cross, picks him out. Power, pace, poor marking. Not a bad header, maybe just needed to get the ball down. A nice height for the keeper, and he made a good save.
Away by Lappin. Well, Beattie, as he saw the ball off the top of the net rather than the back of it, had a smile and a resigned look about himself. I hope it's not one of those nights. 2 chances so far, has been denied by the keeper on both occasions.
You know, in games like this, it's always important to get the early goal and get the first one, and Celtic, as you say, have had those 2 chances, and for all their domination of the ball, they have only created the 2 chances. The header was definitely the easiest chance, and I think he certainly should have scored from that one.
Telfer was a winger in his earlier days, so no great surprise that he can deliver such quality balls in. Snow looking to try and do likewise, and finding the head of Millen. Pearson can't collect, and Murray able to shove it sideways. Maxwell, having crossed the halfway line, decides that he better head backwards pretty sharpish.
Well, I do think it is going to be an evening where St Mirren are going to have to play on the break, but I think they're going to have to do it quicker, and when they did win the ball, there just wasn't enough options in the forward positions.
This weekend, this Saturday, Celtic against Rangers. We're live at 11 o'clock. And of course, Tuesday, Celtic against Copenhagen. What a big week ahead for Gordon Strachan's men. After pushing Manchester United all the way in their opening game in the Champions League, I feel they can get something from that game against Copenhagen. Here, though, they've got some defending to do, and the crossbar saves them from going behind. Again, poor marking by Celtic in the middle, Brian.
Well, you've got to say and give St Mirren credit. The service in from set pieces has been excellent. They really do work hard. They drive in, they try and meet the target. But from Celtic's viewpoint, dreadful defending. It is zonal marking, and when you're given that responsibility of that space, when it comes into your area, you've got to deal with it. At the moment, Celtic aren't doing that.
It was Broadfoot that got the header in. It fairly crashed against the bar of Boric. Mehmet. Jarosic, it'll be a St Mirren throw.
Good little passage at the moment. There's a confidence about them. They seem to have ridden the storm. This is a set piece. Super service in, good power, good pace, lots of bodies in there, but nobody actually dealing with the ball. You expect your centre half to come through and head that ball clear, but it's a defensive skill, it's a defensive quality, and at the moment Celtic aren't showing that to be one of their strengths.
I I've got a bit of a theory on that, Brian, about these teams that drag everybody back to defend corners and free kicks, that sometimes it's like, well, they pass the responsibility. Instead of saying, right, well, it's my job to do this, so they think, well, there's somebody else in that kind of area, so I'll leave it to them.
Well, that's not the problem at the moment. What they do is they mark zonally, and that's okay. It's a good system as long as it's worked properly. But you give your big headers the responsibility of where the ball's likely to come to. When that ball comes in, you've got to accept the responsibility and you've got to go and head it. Now, I'm not a great lover of it, but at the same time, it is a system that works. But at the moment, St Mirren are really doing well with that.
At the moment, you can certainly see them scoring from that kind of situation. Here's Pearson. Bryden, playing for the penalty. Challenged by Broadfoot. Nothing doing.
Well, interesting to see when the ball's played through. You always tell defenders, stay on your feet. The pass comes in. The big man goes to the ground. Was there contact from our position? It's difficult. But you've got to stay on your feet there, because if you show any kind of form at all by going to the ground and making any contact, the referee will give a penalty kick. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. On that occasion, the referee simply didn't see any contact on the player.
Miller. Reid. Turn to sit deep.
Well, I think it's good play from St Mirren keeping the ball. They needed to do that to get that confidence. The coach will be quietly pleased with that, but what he will expect them to do is play in a more advanced position, try and knock it up the strikers, get them to hold the ball up and then support it. At the moment it's comfortable for Celtic. They're playing in front of them. They're not having too big of a problem.
Almost opened up for them there.
I think that was a foul. I think when you see it again, the boot's raised. When you see the ball coming across, he puts his head sort of way down. There is contact, the studs are showing, and for me that's a free kick.
Andy Miller with the challenge. And defending to do, and Bullock wants his ball further to his right. 4 in it at the moment. It scored some screamers for Birmingham City in the Premiership last season. He's by the ball. Right in there as well. Will be Ryden to strike.
Well, you can see the idea. There's a 4-man wall there, and Celtic have put 1, maybe 2 players there to protect the ball and make it difficult for the goalkeeper. But when you put in a set piece like that, you've got to hit the target. Basically, where you want to try and put it is over the wall, bottom right-hand corner, so the keeper has to try and get across. But that was a poor free kick.
In his days at Hibernian, he averaged a goal every couple of games, which is a terrific strike record. He's got it in him with those kind of statistics. Here's Pearson. Past too many, still not away though. Beattie battling, Pearson again, now Snow. St Mirren have got plenty of bodies back there, and numbers prevail. And looking to hit Celtic on the counter-attack. Keane, and Zanton providing width right-hand side. O'Day's first real challenge with somebody running at him. Again, he's come through with flying colours.
Yes, he passed the test. I think for young O'Day, that was a chance there for to really show his mark and don't let anybody run at you. You've got to keep your eye on it, good balance, and he came out on top.
Or puts ball in. Safely carried by Archie Borich.
Yeah, good goalkeeping, good communication. Ball they knew was coming, and the keeper came, caught, and started it nice and simply.
Towards goal, it's always rising, always clearing the frame of that crossbar by Ryden.
Yeah, he wasn't balanced. He was fortunate to get the header. It was a poor defender header out. He got the ball, and you can see he's stretching. He's almost got, lying back. He's got underneath the ball. What he needed was a little bit of quick feet and just welly through the middle of it.
Time being, instead it's Paul Telfer for Celtic. Pearson.
That's good play from St Mirren. They're forcing them across the play. They're not letting them play up the striker's feet. Defensively, that's good shape.
Petey has had the closest efforts for St Mirren with half an hour on the clock. This time shot straight down the throat of Bullock, and then that header that was brilliantly turned over by the St Mirren goalkeeper. Millen with a free kick. Away by Jarosic. Millen for Van Zanden. A bit too eager.
Well, it's a little bit of frustration actually. St Mirren at the moment, they're passing the ball better than possibly they have done throughout the game, and that's a confidence thing because they feel as if they've ridden the storm and now they're going to take the game to Celtic and see what they can do from a forward going momentum.
Millen. See the flag against Mehmet.
Got to show a little bit more belief, because they actually passed the ball quite well. Maybe do it a little bit snappier, a little bit quicker. They're inclined to sort of go from back to front very quickly, and all of a sudden they haven't got the players up in support to have it. And of course, Balday's so strong in the air.
Celtic with a 100% record at home this season. 4 wins out of 4 in the SPL. They've scored 9 goals and conceded 2 in their matches here so far. Here's Ryden, placed by Van Zanden, pulling it back. Petey couldn't pull it down. The clearance has been collected by Telfer, and now Snow. And that was ambitious.
Well, they took the ball very early. Nobody closed them down, and sometimes that's an invitation to a player. Took the ball forward 3-4 yards, still nobody closed them down. He thought he was going to have a pop, and just simply didn't get the power behind it.
Cross. Good ball in as well, well dealt with by Broadfoot. Snow, hooked to his left in the shape of O'Day. This time away by Miller. Snow, half a chance here. Oh, great save by Bullock again, and then it's a Terrific clearance by Van Zanten. Power drive.
Well, fabulous play from Celtic, very patient, got a little bit fortunate, but a good strike. What a good save from Bullock. And then, as you said, Van Zanten very quick to get the ball away, and that's where Celtic need to be on their toes. When the ball drops, get quickly on it and punch it into the empty net.
3 chances have fallen Craig Beattie's way. On each occasion, Tony Bullock has been in his way. Enjoying his night of work so far, isn't he?
Well, it's good play against. No, I think he's been very effective. Good one touch, two touch, good strike, nice height again for the keeper, but it was the defender, the full-back, who was quicker to react. And really, Celtic will be disappointed that one of their players wasn't quickly in there.
Beattie has had all of Celtic's chances so far. Just the one opportunity for St Mirren. Maxwell's had a strike on the top of the crossbar. That's why, with 10 minutes to go until the break, it's still scoreless here at Celtic Park. Celtic bringing the changes en masse tonight. 7 alterations. Likes of Lennon, Gravison, Vinegar of Hesselink. Kenny Miller. Henry Caldwell. Lamora. They're all absent from the starting 11. Telfer. Pearson. With a challenge on Murray. Kenny Clark is just calling Stephen Pearson towards him.
Well, it's always a minefield in the middle of the park. You want your players in there to be very competitive. On that occasion, Pearson just a little bit late.
Celtic letting it bounce, and Telfer eventually hooking it clear. Snow completely misreading the bounce. This isn't that clever by Celtic so far. Good shot coming in. It was well struck by Simon Lappin.
Well, a little bit self-inflicted, 2 or 3 mistakes. Indecision at the heart of the defence when the ball came back. One touch, quick finish, a little bit of swerve on it. Good save by the keeper.
Has been pretty much a spectator for most of the game. He was certainly spectating when Maxwell struck the bar with that header earlier, but that shot from Lappin brought the best out of him. By Murray. Holiday to clear. Jemisic forcing Holiday back towards his own penalty area. He's enjoyed that little flamboyant skill. The lead was off the pitch, but the ball stayed in it. I wonder if Celtic by playing Jarosic wide right, Brian, and getting the best out of him. He is a player that likes to feed off the front too, isn't he?
Well, I think he's got energy, and he likes to drive on when the crosses are coming in from the wide positions. I do think he's a little bit lost out there, but it's a balance he's given the side, and maybe Gordon Strachan just wants to see him in that position.
Millen, collected by Reid. Concedes the throw. And his 7th season at the club. Played in the final of this competition last year, one of a handful of survivors. Nice play. Ryden. Day to his left if he needs him, but he was quickly closed down by Murray.
Strachan might be looking to see is Jarosic to play 10 or 20 yards in, allowing the space for Telford to come down and play in that position, because as you say, he has played as a winger and he can't put in good service.
Pearson, little space ahead of him. Shows what, it's out as far as Jarosic. And sees the free kick. His eagerness to reclaim possession from Stuart Keane.
That's pure frustration, and I do think it comes from him maybe being played out in the wide position. He does like the middle of the park and he likes to get on the ball, but on that occasion a little bit clumsy.
Martin Risman touching distance for St Mirren. They would have settled for 0-0 when they trotted out at 7:40 tonight. Just been warned by the referee, completely missed on that challenge on Alan Reid, and there it is.
Well, he's an experienced player, he shouldn't have done that. It was a hopeless challenge. He knew a couple of minutes ago he had been warned, and if he didn't win the ball on that occasion, and again I go back to the situation, if you go to ground, you play the man, you're going into the book.
Scored in his Celtic debut in the opening SPL game against Kilmarnock. Hasn't troubled the scorers since. To clear. This is Pearson. Jarosic. Struggle to keep it in. He's now hit the ball.
Well, I think as we approach half-time, I think St Mirren, as you say, will be delighted with the scoreline. I think they have played quite well. They've been well organised. They've been well drilled. They've played in a position where they've been together as a unit. They've won balls in the middle of the park, and set pieces have been excellent, so they've got to keep believing in them. For Celtic, still a lot of work to do. You've got to be play with more purpose, especially in the final third, with a little bit more dimple, and you've got to get the set pieces right.
Zanta. Here's Mehmet. Celtic boot last. It's St Mirren corner.
Well, we see the ball being played in. The crowd don't believe this to be the case, but St Mirren got there. There was a ricochet, and I think the referee got it absolutely right. Now, Celtic concentration. They've got to pick up people and attack the ball.
Well, Maxwell struck the bar with their last corner kick. And they go one better here. Orange to punch away. Emmett to bring it down and tease it back across again. Poor marking. Telfer got his head in the way. And Celtic should scramble it clear now, but again unconvincing defending that corner. Ryden tried to release it very early to Beattie on this near side and got it horribly there.
Well, again, that set piece is a worry, there's no doubt about that. They simply are being troubled by the ball being played in, a little bit of movement. When you see the keeper comes, he's under a little bit of pressure, poor punch, plenty of time, nobody slows them down. When the header comes in, it's just simply bodies on the line to get the ball away.
First Crawford, then Maxwell, and then Millen. Caused problems from corner kicks for St Mirren. Perisic can't get hold of it. Here's Keane, overrunning it into Snow. Now O'Day. Reed to turn behind.
Well, he simply got that wrong. You could hear the voices, they were telling them no pressure, no problem. And he just knocked it away for a corner. Now they have got to concentrate. A goal now. Well, St Mirren, that wouldn't be part of their script.
It would undo so much of the hard work that they've produced so far. About everybody back to defend the corner. Snow did well. Ryden, Lesser. And that is the half-time whistle. Well, all the Celtic chances fell to Craig Beattie. All three of them were stopped by Tony Bullock. St Mirren went closest to scoring that header from Maxwell. And Celtic's defence has looked far from secure this evening. At half-time at Celtic Park, it's all square. It's Celtic 0, St Mirren 0.
Scottish Leader, the official whisky of Celtic.
It's competition time now on Celtic TV, and on offer is 5 bottles of fine Scottish Leader traditional whisky. All you have to do is nominate your man of the match from this week's game. Call 0901 633 1888 from the UK or 1513 712 522 if you live in the Republic of Ireland, or text Celtic TV, leave a space, then add the player's name of your choice, remembering to add your own name, to 85010 if you live in the UK. Entrants must be over 18 and lines close midnight on Friday.
Scottish Leader, the official whisky of Celtic.
Well, Pat suggested during the half-time break that it might be time to bring Aidan McGeady into the fray. He must have a hotline through to the Celtic dressing room, because there is the youngster. Just 20 years of age. Irish international, of course. And he's on as St Mirren get ready to get us underway in this second half, attacking the goal to our right. Their confidence growing, and causing a big shock, and knocking the holders of the CIS Insurance Cup out of the competition. comes away from Keane. Across comes McManus. That's gone off, and we did say in the first half that he was struggling to make an impression wide right. Ryan, he had been booked as well.
Well, I think that's the key. Yes, he didn't play very well, but Gordon Strachan is concerned obviously about the yellow card. He doesn't want to lose players. It's a long campaign. They've got lots of matches coming up, and I think Yarossik's a good player. I do think he'll find his role in the middle of the park where he's going to win the ball. He's a neat passer, and he will make those strong runs into the box to make himself another forward player. But I think what this does highlight is that there are no easy games. If you get a side who are well organised, believe in the way they're playing, and they're going to play with great spirit, St Mirren are doing all of that, and they're a difficult team to break down.
Nice kick by Snow. Balde struggling, Keane battling. Tarper clearing. It's a sluggish start to the second half by the holders.
That's not the Celtic form, you know that, from back to front, just hit and hope. Celtic have always been renowned for playing sweet football, passing through the middle of the park, playing the ball wide, feeding it in the striker's feet, then supporting it after that. At the moment, they haven't got the whole equation right.
Ryden. Calling for O'Day. Snow. Telford. There's space to move into. It's a lovely ball. Shot his wayward from Beattie. All the chances of falling his way. Clearly feels that it took a deflection.
I thought it got a deflection as well, but that's much better from Celtic. Better passing, fed the ball into feet. Here it comes. He tries to spin. His first touch lets him down. Yes, on reflection, I think the referee maybe got that right. It just simply seemed to go straight out of play. But that just shows you the importance of first touch as well, because he found himself a yard of space, and his first touch simply let him down. In the box, you've got to be sharp as attack and have great touch on the ball.
Away to his left, he's lured him so far. Instead it's Ryden. It's too short for O'Day. Well, it's fallen for Ryden, and not a bad effort in the end. Tipped over by Bullock. Well, it was an unusual passage of play that led to that opportunity.
Well, no, I don't think that took place in the training ground for sure, but he got the ball back, and what I liked about him there was how quickly he got on the ball. First touch, set it in for his right foot. That's his strongest foot. Struck the ball quite well. And I think the keeper just might have got a touch to that.
Well, he's counting the saves. No matter how slight the touch was. Corner given. Balde trying to find room. The corner kick is whipped back and driven in towards goal. Always clearing the frame of that left-hand post by McGeady.
Well, that definitely was worked out on the training ground. You can see the run of the Celtic players. They took all the St Mirren defenders, midfield players, people marking on the box away. Lovely pass back, and he didn't have to drill it well, just outside the post.
and clearing. Maxwell. There's Mehmet. Two for company. Telfer robs him. Nice forward now. Pearson. Must be a foul. Crawford completely misreading the flight of the ball. Twinkling toes, dancing feet, Pearson, Ryder, trying it out. Don't forget that this game will be settled on the night. If it's level after 90, it's extra time, and if it's level after that, we go to penalties. And you're seeing a few penalties just like LeBron, aren't you?
I have, but Celtic won't let it, or want to let it go to that stage, because all of a sudden it does become heroics, and the St Mirren keeper Bullock is having one of those nights, so they'll want to get it finished, Celtic, before that period. But you just can't see St Mirren holding out all that period of time. They are a very spirited side, but you feel Celtic have that bit of class, and I don't think Gordon Strachan, well, I don't think he'll want extra time either.
Keating looking for Ryden. Ryden now against Van Zanten. By Crawford. Keane. Mehmet. Balde, who's bound to be a little bit rusty tonight.
Well, I think he's played very well, to be honest with you. Very stable, very sound. On that occasion, I thought he needed to just pass the ball back to the keeper. Hesitated. The chance went away.
Reid. It's a lap into cross. It's cleared by McManus.
The first cross come in, nobody really closed them down. I think that's where you've got to have high energy, squeeze players down, don't allow them to get their head up and put crosses in. So they've got to do better defensively.
Crawford makes his way forward. Tapping to deliver with that sweet left foot, away by Balde. Celtic charging out. Reid in a lot of room on that far side of the park. Anything Mehmet. Stayed inside for Lappin. St Mirren still comfortable with the ball at their feet. Balde going across as Mehmet is in pursuit. Again, not the cleanest of clearances by Balde. He's conceded the corner.
Well, that's the second occasion, the second half. He certainly, I felt, was very secure in the first half and looked to force. That's on two occasions he's let himself down, but you've got to pay again tribute to St Mirren, the way they're worrying the defenders, making life very difficult for them.
One of the features of the first half was the awful marking at set pieces by Celtic. Have they improved? Strachan got his message over. Swung deep. It's partially away by Ryder. St Mirren looking left again.
Yeah, but there's no doubt they've actually watched Celtic and understand that they do zonal mark, and they are putting players into certain areas where that zonal marking isn't taking place. and they're putting the ball into that area, and it is giving Celtic a problem.
McPherson. Just beginning to dream now as he glances at the wristwatch to see how long to go. There are the St Mirren supporters. Not vast in number, but great in enthusiasm.
Well, they're looking very quiet at the moment, but I would think they're very pleased with the way their team have performed so far, and I do believe that they keep working at the set pieces and try and put in that same quality, attack it the same way, they might just get a bit of joy.
And they're certainly cheering every mistake that Celtic make, and there have been more than a few of those tonight. Strachan ringing the changes for this tie, with certainly one eye on the game against Rangers here on Saturday, and probably the other one on the game here a week tonight against Copenhagen in the Champions League. Two games you'll be able to watch here on Setanta Sports.
Well, I would imagine, looking at the clock now, if Gordon Strachan doesn't see something positive taking place out there, I think he will bring in one or two of his big shots, because, as I say, he'll want to win the game in regulation time. He doesn't want to take it in the extra time, because there's always the possibility of an injury, or even losing some of your players through yellow cards and red cards.
The referee's spotted the head injury here. I think it's Richard Britton that's down.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be too bad. It was more the elbow than anything else, and that maybe is less of a problem than when two heads collide.
Stephen Pearson's challenge. He was on his way to Derby County, it seemed, during the summer. Billy Davis, the manager there, had made a bid. Celtic had accepted it, but Gordon Strachan just said, "I'll just hold on for a while, just hold on." And Pearson now has been involved heavily in Celtic's start of the season.
Well, Gordon Strachan, gamesman to the end, asking the referee, what is he going to do? Is it a drop ball, referee?
Britton looks shaken, but he's back out on the pitch. He's 22 years of age. Celtic's free kick. As well. Ireland to take.
That's a decent free kick, you know. People look upon it as maybe not the right thing to take, but I do think when you drive the ball in there, all you need is a deflection. Keeper really can't react. It happens so fast.
Beating. Maxwell has gone across. Helped by Reid. Maxwell can clear. Lemmer to get hold. And Lappin. Keane chasing. Well, they're skipping the clearance, but it's fallen kindly for Celtic. Growing frustrations from the terraces now as St Mirren to profit in the final third. Lappin to chip the ball in. Mehmet is offside.
I think Mehmet and Keane have done well for St Mirren tonight up front. They really haven't had terrific service, but what they have done when the ball has come to them, they've worked hard to try and keep control of it. But not only that, when Celtic have got it, they've worked along the back four, making life very, very difficult for the Celtic defenders.
First change for St Mirren with an hour played here at Celtic Park. It's been a frustrating evening for Stuart Keane. Hasn't really seen much of the ball. He's had to do an awful lot of chasing though. And he duly makes way. Has come on. Snow. Torn It's a little bit short. It's there just ahead of the striker.
He's had a good evening, has a goalkeeper. He talks well to his back four. He's made 3 very good saves. And his kicking has been so far not bad at all.
And Millen with the short back pass after a relatively untroubled night for him. They'd really kick themselves if they were to throw this away by making an unforced error.
Well, in years gone by, that would have been looked upon as a good old-fashioned shoulder charge and get on with the game, but in today's modern game, the referees are very quick to blow the whistle and give a free kick.
Celtic need is extra time tonight with Rangers and then Copenhagen coming up just around the corner.
They've lost the momentum at the moment. The pass is not as sweet as it was, the movement's not good, and I always look at a situation like this when a Celtic player has the ball, how many options he has. At the moment, not many.
Corrin chasing, McManus across. Captain for the night and living the moment. Reid with the throw. Just on a bit too aggressively for the referee's liking. Reid. Eady, tell for a cross. Spun away from Nemeth. Swung in by Lappin. Orich to gather. Whitten had his foot in. He's gone down.
Yeah, I can't see Gordon Strachan staying with this at the moment because really the momentum's not there. There seems to be a lack of confidence. You just can't see where that goal's coming from, and St Mirren actually are growing. They came out very quickly out of the blocks at the start of the second half. I felt Celtic then started to get hold of the ball and started to look to play. The substitution seemed to have worked, but in the last 5 or 10 minutes it's just really stalemate, and they can't get that passing going.
Older than those youngsters down O'Day as they applaud his exit stage left, and he's come back on having received that treatment. Last season Celtic swept past Falkirk, Rangers and Motherwell en route to the final victory over Dunfermline. They were beaten 3-0. Struggling to get past St Mirren. Just on the right, Pearson struggles and fails to get past Britton. Here's Corrin. Saw the gap, went for it. Oh, what a run this is by Corrin, just like the finish.
Well, it was good skill. Lovely pass, and Celtic, yes, they give the ball away too simply. Here we see two players, you know, being too easily beaten. He comes inside, he gets lucky, he tries to place the ball. Bottom right he's going for. Decent save.
There's McGeady at the other end. Ryden.
Well, There's no doubt McGeady has made a difference. He has got that ability, has got that invention, that great belief, and when the ball comes, you've got to hit the target. Beautiful left foot, struck it well, didn't really make the keeper work, but this man has made a difference. Bright, breezy, and the confidence that Gordon Strachan would expect.
Reid for St Mirren. He's got a footing. Pearson couldn't get there ahead of Britain.
Yeah, Gordon Strachan will be looking to his senior players, and certainly every player, to accept responsibility. He's looking for leadership now, somebody who'll really take command of the situation, dominate the ball, dominate the players, and make them work that little bit harder and with better quality.
Well, a lot of these players have been banging on his door saying, I should be in the team, give me a chance. Give them a chance tonight. And they've struggled to get past St Mirren, and Mark McCoran's beautiful run almost put the visitors in front.
I think they're very quiet as a team. Nobody really shaking a fist. Lennon would be there, he would be barking at them, telling them what to do, expecting and demanding that little bit more.
Snow. Almost brilliant. Not quite. Oh, that's not a good ball by Van Zanten. Redeemed himself. Mehmet against Balde. Balde got a footing. Tough. McGeady. There's Beattie. Nice move this by Celtic. Pearson trying to make his way towards the far post. Oh, Beattie frustrated again.
Well, fabulous play, lovely 1-2, great movement. Here we see it, he passes, he goes, he gets there, nobody closes him down. Difficult angle, he's done well to hit the crossbar. Keepers appeared to have it covered, and there was lots of green and white hoops in there, so whack the ball in sometimes. You might get a deflection of a defender, but certainly you would expect one of your forward players to knock the ball in. But this is better from Celtic.
Oh, they're in here. Here's the chance, and there's the goal. An unfortunate slip by Andy Millen, but the joy is short-lived because the flag is up and Zorawski's strike will not count. The first chance he's had, but he was offside.
Terrific play, great movement, great passing. Was he offside? I'm not 100% sure. The linesman, the assistant, was very quick up with the flag, but I think when the St Mirren defender Millen made the mistake, I think it was then the Celtic forward reacted. Did the linesman then put his flag up in the back of that? Something that will be talked about for a little while. Didn't he finish it well? Great confidence.
Yes, it was
a little bit of arrogance. Just punched the ball in the back of the net.
Tonight's attendance just over 32,500, so just over half full, 32,587 here. It sounds, Brian, as though they've just found their voice. It's Corcoran, all in for an explosive finish here at Celtic Park. Simon Larkin disappointed with himself that he couldn't just kill that.
Well, there's never any doubt that the Celtic support's going to be right behind their side, but sometimes the players have got to make that happen. They've got to give that little bit more. They've got to get one or two crosses in. They've got to commit the defender. They've got to make the keeper make a save. That brings the supporters out of their seats.
Second change for St Mirren. John Sutton is on. Top scorer last season with 17 goals in total, 14 in the league. He's already scored twice this season in the SPL. Fresh legs up front. Corcoran has caused Celtic problems since he came on. Sutton looking to do something similar. Minutes to go. Unless, of course, we go into extra time. It's Telford. Chance to cross. Ryder was trying to get in there, and he was just leaning on Van Santen as he tried to get on the end of that ball in.
But that's a terrific ball in. Great movement. This is better from Celtic. Putting in that early service, lots of players attacking the ball. And you just feel that they continue with that. Yes, it'll make St Mirren go back on their heels, maybe make a mistake, and Celtic would get that absolutely crucial first goal.
Reed. Straight to Tulk. Now Snow. Here's Pearson. Telfer finding more and more space wide right. Again, he's gone deep, and that was far too deep.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that. A willing runner, willing worker. Normally a very good crosser of the ball. On that occasion, just got it all wrong.
Well, the Zurawski goal, should it have counted? There's the pass.
Well, I think it's a goal. I think the linesman has reacted after the slip, because certainly the Celtic forward player was on the goal side of the defender, but not when the ball was played. I think he got it wrong.
The most relieved man around will be Andy Millen, who slipped as the ball was fed through.
Well, I just feel as we approach 15 minutes to go that St Mirren really mentally and physically will be really tested, because Celtic have put them to the sword a little bit in the last 5 or 10 minutes. One or two spaces opening up, and the Celtic supporters, and Gordon Strachan in particular, he'll be expecting his forward players to produce that bit of magic and that one goal scoring chance again to really make life very uncomfortable for St Mirren.
Millen not only plays at centre half, but he's also the assistant manager to Gus McPherson in this St Mirren side. 41 years of age, he's not had a bad game, has he? O'Day in the way. And there is Millen to clear.
Well, I think he's done remarkably well. He's been a voice, he's been a presence, he's been a stalwart in that defence, but you just feel that from a Celtic viewpoint, that's definitely not what you want to hear. Young legs, fresh legs, and they should be taking the ball to the centre back and running at him.
O'Day. Riordan. McManus to build again. Snow. Pearson. Good ball this time. The flag has stayed down, and there's the goal. And at last it has come for Beattie. If you don't succeed, try again. And at the 5th time of asking, Beattie finds the net, and Craig Beattie has given Celtic the lead with 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's much better. Lovely pass in. His first touch on that occasion was excellent. He takes it in his stride, puts it in his path of his left foot, no question, hammers the ball, top right-hand corner, super goal.
How much of a relief is that to Gordon Strachan, who must have felt, Brian, that this game was edging ever closer to extra time?
Well, I think credit to him, he stayed with the players, because there was a period in the second half where they simply weren't working effectively at all. It didn't look as if it was going to happen, but he's believed in them, he stayed with them, and the players have responded.
Alday. challenge.
Yes, he's had an indifferent second half. I thought the first half he was excellent, strong, very commanding, very assured. Second half, simply not the same player.
Millen up on the back, Broadfoot in there as well. In goes the free kick. Celtic partially clear, and now a chance to fully clear. And can they hit St Mirren on the break? It's 3 against 2 for a moment. Not a good ball. Pearson drilling it in. Ryden pushing it across. And the shot was scuffed towards goal by McGeady. He really should have done better when they were 3 against 2, Brian.
Well, he did well, actually. I thought he was going to play the ball off the left. He took his time, and the ball was just played in behind. I'm not sure whether the player should have held his run, but certainly it wasn't the right pass. Wrong weight, and the chance went away. But I must say, I think the second half have actually defended better against set pieces. Only one of them gave them a problem. Since then, Baldy seems to be taking a step further back and winning the ball, and they look more convincing.
Baldy continues to concede free kicks, though, against O'Corran, who just hobbled away there after going the decision his way there. As you can see, just holding the back of his left leg. That's the way he landed. Sutton, who's had a kick since he came on, he's up for this. Doesn't want to give it away then, McGeady. Good endeavour. He's a confident lad, I'll give him that. Celtic really struggling to clear their lines here, and they still haven't got it away. It's Broadfoot carrying it forward. And he's got an option wide left if Lappin can keep it in, and he can. In goes the cross, Kakurin, it's just too deep for him. Ryden to clear. Snow to chase. And he kept it in. That's brilliant. That's really good. Pearson, McGeady going himself here. Took 2 to stop him, but stop him they did.
Well, he has changed the second half a little bit. He has been the one player who's got on the ball to pass and play and commit to defenders.
Curran has left O'Day for dead there for a moment and ran it straight into the left back, who was struggling for a moment. Good response this by St Mirren. Determined challenge by McManus.
Well, again, suddenly the game has really opened up. It's end to end, and I expect more goals.
Second goal for Celtic, and surely it's all over. Here's Beattie. Second goal for him, possibly. And took 2 deflections, corner kick.
Well, they closed them down very quickly, but what he was doing, his touch was better. You can see him making the space when it comes in. Neat touch, 2 or 3 touches, looks for the angle, and just delayed that split second too long.
Celtic looking for the second killer goal. Balde and McManus in there, up from the back. Rafsky and Beattie in there as well. Rafsky back. Here's Snow. McGeady. Telfer the runner to his right. His ball in. Chest of Andy Millen.
Well, again, that was better from Celtic. They saw that one channel was closed off, and they prepared to play it into the middle and then play it wide right again. Telfer, a willing runner, put the cross in. Lots of shirts in there, which is encouraging. But Millen did very, very well.
Snow's foul. Referee not happy that St Mirren were trying to take it quickly. I think second time round they'll just pump it into the middle. increasingly a peripheral figure in this second half. Tiredness setting in. Anderson has come on and an immediate touch for him. Maxwell. Millen wants it. Cleared by Balde. Celtic keeping the ball easily. Telfer forward. Wojciechowski. McGeady to try and get in behind Maxwell. Balde for Snow. Pearson. Celtic letting the ball do the work and forcing St Mirren to chase and harry. Now to stretch them. Beautiful control by McGeady, a chance to run at Reed and he's lost him. Chance to deliver the ball in. Again Peels for a penalty off Maxwell. Says the referee. McGeady again. Tired legs on the St Mirren side. Ball underway by Broadfoot.
Well, there's no doubt McGeady has come on in the second half and has made a big difference. I think you can have all the ball, you can pass as much as you like. You just need that one player with that invention, that great self-belief that he can take players on. And when he does that, he drags other defenders to him. All of a sudden, the gaps open up. They're expecting a little bit more from their team, especially with that one-goal cushion. And they expect them to get on the ball, to pass and play, and maybe push 10 yards further forward from the back to the middle of the park to the front line and create another chance.
It sounds boring, but from where Gordon Strachan is sitting, Brian, more than happy if his team just passed the ball around for the next 6 or 7 minutes and ensure their progress to the next stage of the competition, wouldn't he? Here's McGeady, always life in him. It's away by Maxwell. Here's Corcoran.
Well, you asked the question about Gordon Strachan, he'll tell you, and I suppose he's not wrong. Progression to the next stage was what it was all about tonight, but he would have expected his team to do better. I think that it hasn't been a classic performance and maybe has left more questions than answers.
Snow. Cut like he's behind everybody. Trying to fall over for Ryden to drill it back in. punched away by Bullock, held back in, and that goal will stand. This time Zurawski finds the net and can turn and see the flag has stayed down. It was not the greatest of saves by Bullock, to be fair. He just carried it straight back from whence it came, and Jodowski does the rest from 3 yards out.
Well, it's a poacher's goal. As you say, not the best of saves when it was pulled back. Yes, everybody had steamed in there. The shot was strong, maybe moving a little bit through the air, but he didn't do very well. When the ball came in, here he was, just ready to pop the ball in, 2 yards out. Simple take, but a good goal for a striker.
And did you notice the anxious glance across the far side to the assistant referee and keep your flag down, mate?
Well, I think most strikers always have a little glance. They might tell you not, but I always did, just to make sure that you weren't celebrating for no reason. But on that occasion, flag's dead down, and no doubt, game, set and match. But you've got to pay tribute to St Mirren. I think they've worked so hard tonight. Great spirit, a team well organised, well drilled, with a lot of belief, and they've made life very difficult for Celtic. But as I say, it was all about the result tonight. Gordon Strachan would have liked to have won it with great confidence, great passing, lots of goals, but he'll accept the victory. And I do believe there are one or two more questions for him than answers, and these young players certainly have got the work to get into the side and stay there.
St Mirren's legs have gone in the last 20 minutes or so, and that has enabled Celtic just to ease past them in the final analysis. Gordon Strachan will look back, Brian, and say, well, 2-0 victory. I've given some of my fringe players an outing. I've had a look at them. I've been able to rest some of my star players. We're safely through to the next stage. It's job well done, isn't it?
Well,
at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's mission accomplished, but as I say, he'll look at this game and, well, here's a chance. No, it's not. He will have expected one or two of his players, more experienced players, to maybe stamp more authority in the game. He'll have looked for a little bit of leadership, but this man, he's come on, he has shown quick feet, and for me has helped change the course of the game. Just a little bit of confidence, a little bit of arrogance, and all good players need those qualities.
And from St Mirren's point of view, back in the top flight of Scottish football, doing pretty well so far in the league. They lost here 2-0 earlier in the season in the league. It's not they're going to lose here again tonight by that same 2-goal margin, but positives, plenty of them for Gus McPherson to take away.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think he expected to get through this tie. He knew it was always going to be tough, no matter what side Gordon Strachan put out, and I think what he has done, he has worked his team very well. Set pieces were very good. They will score goals from them, and I think overall, if they play with this spirit, this character, yes, it's going to be a tough season for them, but they could do all right.
The referee has added 2 minutes.
2 minutes out of time to be played. 2 minutes for St Mirren to find 2 goals. It's not going to happen. Celtic are going to progress to the next stage of the CIS Insurance Cup. And Celtic's 100% home record is going to move on to game 5. Games 6 and 7. They are to come over the next 7 days. Will provide real stern tests. On Saturday, here on Setanta Sports, it's Celtic against Rangers in the SPL, and then next Tuesday, again, we're your channel as Celtic play the second of their Champions League games against Copenhagen, who drew their opening match against Benfica. Celtic looking for a third goal that would be a little bit unfair on St Mirren. Bullock needed the assistance of Broadfoot. Again, Zurawski was poised if it had come his way.
But it was fantastic football, beautiful pass, had a little glance up, terrific strike along the ground, difficult for the keeper, good save, and then good defending.
This corner will be the last bit of action. I wouldn't have been too surprised to discover. Hurling shot, blocked en route towards the goal. Reid. Curran darting forward. Is there some consolation for St Mirren? Anderson. Sutton. He's barely had a touch since he came on. Zulawski has got to go himself. Night he could have had a hat-trick. There goes the final whistle. Celtic safely through. Another home win for Gordon Strachan. A brave fight by St Mirren. They struck the crossbar in the first half. Maxwell with the header and probably shaded the first half. Celtic had their chances first half, but they all fell to Craig Beattie and he couldn't put any of them away, but he did 15 minutes from time. His fifth effort of the night. That was what gave Celtic the lead, and then 4 minutes from time Zulawski made it 2-0 with a 3-yard tap-in. Celtic safely through. Final score here at Celtic Park, Celtic 2, St Mirren 0.